Yeah. You never played against real people, real professional type people. You can even play against KC.
I play against KC. I go head-to-head with KC anytime.
Here we go.
John, if I told you I ran the marathon, but I haven't run it since 10th grade, do you think I could still run it?
If you practice at it, sure.
Dude, I tell you what, we got a call from, what's the name of that team?
The New York Dragons.
Great.
Indoor football league.
They want to give you a tryout.
Great.
They're going to give you one.
And if I pass the first round, we'd be, what?
John, I got to tell you, I'm your friend. I'll support you in anything you do.
Yeah.
But you're almost 40 years old.
Yeah.
You're overweight, and you've never played the sport, competitively. How is it possible? How are you even going to...
Let me ask you a question, Case. You could have been a pro, right?
No, not at all.
Casey could have been a pro. You know how hard it is to be a pro?
Hey, John,
look at Marco. Marco Battaglia played for Rutgers. He was considered a phenom. He's still,
He can hardly get off the bench.
He's in the NFL. He's got to put up with all kind of crap.
When I was in college, the coach says the first day, he goes, out of all the people that play high school football, less than 1% go on to play in college.
And out of college, how many get to play in the pros?
Again, John, it's so competitive.
No, I'm not saying I'm going to make it, but
dude, have you ever stood next to a professional football player, or you ever seen one run?
These guys are animals, John. I'm telling you. Look, you see Marco.
You know what you're going to do? Come over my gym. You'll run with me and Marco. Marco will leave you in the dust, and you'll feel the wind coming off of him. He'll knock you down just from the wind.
In a sprint. I mean,
in a sprint.
Okay.
And Marco,
you wouldn't even be able to keep up for a second.
You wouldn't even be able to see.
Marco's faster than you, John.
All right. You need an education, son.
And look how big Marco is that fast.
Yeah, what is he, about 260, 270?
Right now he weighs 260.
And he's 2 steps faster.
I'm not saying I can play in the pros, but I'd love to...
No, you said you could play in the Arena League.
I would love to try out.
No. That was you said to me Saturday night, I would love to try out because I think I can play for the Arena football team.
I'd love to try out and see how I do.
No, that wasn't what you said. You said you thought you could play.
Yeah, I do.
And I said, John, you're 5'7". What tight end have you ever seen that's 5'7"?
Wayne Corbett.
Wayne Corbett's 5'10", and he's the shortest guy in football.
Wayne Corbett probably runs like a 4'40". He's not really 5'10", though. They say 5'10". There's no way he's 5'10".
All right, give him his tryout.
He's going to line up, and a defensive back is going to get there and just start licking his chops.
Right. Well, all right. So when can we get this tryout?
You won't get off the line, man. A guy will just he'll get you right up the line.
You'll be dead.
Talking about Case, get me off the line.
He's going to jam you right on the line. You won't even get out.
He's allowed to hit these guys with the first 5 yards.
When he hits you, but you can't get off that block. You won't get up. Yeah, John, you won't get out.
You're out of your mind,
John. You're just clueless. I want you to just experience it.
You'll get hurt.
Yeah, you won't get hurt. I don't care about getting hurt.
I know you don't care. I know that, but you will. In fact, the guy from the New York Dragons told me that sport, in a lot of ways, is even tougher because you can get tackled into the hockey boards.
Right.
He said you will get hurt so bad.
Right. I'm not going to get hurt.
I know you don't care about getting hurt, but I'm telling you, man, these guys. Can I just say Casey had the best line yesterday? It's like a guy who plays a couple of chords on guitar and says, "Hey, I think I can go into a Led Zeppelin."
Hey, Howard,
last week I played miniature golf. I got a hole in one. I think I'm going to join the PGA.
John, you're delusional by yourself.
No, Howard, I'm not. Listen, I'd love to see how I do against these guys. Honestly, honestly.
All right, well, you got your chance. The New York Dragons.
I would love to do it.
When's he going down?
I could set it up for next week.
Good.
I mean, it would be like a fantasy of mine. It's like fantasy hours.
Right, you'll suit up, and what position do you play?
Wide receiver.
All right.
So crazy.
Wide receiver.
You'll get killed.
There's no idea. You're gonna get slaughtered.
Keyshawn Johnson is a wide receiver. He's like 6'3" and runs so fast.
Not every wide receiver is huge, guy.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, these guys are 2 times as fast as you.
He doesn't understand. There'll be somebody after you.
You won't even be able to. You won't be able to catch one pass.
Wait till you get out on the field with the Dragons, which is arena football, and wait till you see how you look compared to all those other guys.
Wait till you see how fast that game moves.
John, God forbid you catch a pass
over the middle.
Over the middle.
What's going to happen? I mean, think about it.
Put my head down, Artie, and
John, you're going to
get into a wheelchair.
You're going to get your head driven into the cement or whatever they play on.
I can't wait to see that.
Shocked out if I pass the first round?
Yes. Very shocked.
If you pass the first round, I will. What can I give you? Let me think. I know you're money hungry.
Plugs you can get.
Plugs. I'll give you a week straight's worth of plugs in the middle of the show.
Ooh. There you go.
I take a lot more than 20 hits for that.
All right.
Go on.
So the first round. So it usually goes in like 3 rounds, right? You can make the.
I don't know what the first round is. The guy said he.
I don't know. Whatever it is, I know he can't make it.
No. I'm sorry, so they do agility tests and strength tests and stuff like that, and
he's got none of that.
No. Yeah, I mean, but John, it's not like they go in a huddle like, John, you go out for a pass. I mean, you got to know.
I know. I went through playbooks and all that.
And even, you know what? Even as a wide receiver, sometimes you have to.
Doesn't that infuriate you? He goes, I know.
It totally does. Man. I don't know why, but it really irks me. I would bet.
I went through playbooks.
Listen, I'm sure Casey Howard, he could have been better if you could have thrown the ball better, right, Casey?
Well, that's what making the pros is. The guys who throw the ball better make the pros. Yeah, if I was better, I could have.
But see, maybe Casey didn't have the drive to put him into the new level.
I can't wait till he experiences the pressure you're under.
And I want him just to look at the guys. Just take a look at them, just to see what they look like.
I can tell you, in high school, my brother was the biggest guy I knew. And he was the smallest guy on the football team. Mm-hmm. That's how big they are. Yeah. He looked like John standing here.
Andy, you're on the air.
Howard, please let him do this and film it so we can all see him get his clock cleaned. I wanted to knock the stutter right out of this guy.
Let's see what happens.
It's going to happen.
I know. He has no idea.
Howard, I hope you realize that arena football it isn't the pros.
I know what arena football is.
The pros. It's not. Those guys are not far off from the NFL. They're ones. They didn't get a break somewhere or something. They're hanging.
Believe me, that's good enough for me. Arena football.
Howard, I used to run a restaurant. The guy was a defensive back. He delivered the beer for us part time. The guy was 6'8", probably 280, and could run like a 4.8 40.
Yeah,
the kind of guy that's
my point.
John doesn't even work out.
Yes, I do work out.
Dude,
give me another beer.
You have no idea how fast these guys are and how huge.
That's the only thing. Like, Howard, I don't know. I honestly don't.
You don't know anything.
No, you don't. But the linemen are faster than you. The linemen, they weigh 300 pounds. John, I guarantee it.
How much you want to bet?
I will guarantee anything that they're faster than you.
And what is it, Brian?
John, I work these games. These guys play both offense and defense. Yeah. You won't have the stamina to keep up with them. Plus,
well, I'm not playing defense.
You can't just
play not making the cut.
But John's inventing the game for himself.
No. I'll do it if I didn't know that I had to play offense.
It's a faster game than the NFL, and also there's been plenty of guys from.
Let me ask you a question, Brian. How big are the receivers?
The receivers are about between 5'11" and 6.
They're not that. But you're not as big as you think.
How tall are you?
Like 5'8".
So he said 5'11" and 6'3".
What, 3 inches?
And Kurt Warner was in the Arena League.
Yeah, but there's not many. Well, he was in the European League.
What is it, Scott? Scott, the engineer, actually has something to say.
I can't believe no one is supporting my man, John. I mean, he beat Cabby in a fight. No one thought he could do it. He puts his mind to it, and he does it.
You think he can do it?
I'd like to bet on him.
Bet on him to make it through the first round.
Your justice said he could do it.
You're going to kill him.
To get hurt. That's what it is.
All right, Scott, I'll bet you $1,000.
I'll bet you 2,000. Artie, I'll bet you 1,000 I get past the first
Scott wants to see John killed because he hates John. Yeah, let Scott bet on him.
You know what? I'll play arena football. Scott will still die before me.
All right, dude, you're on. I'm setting it up with the New York Dragons.
And by the way, he looks really bad lately.
Who?
Scott. I mean, he's smoking like a chimney.
I know.
I swear to God, mark my words, 3 years, they'll say he's got cancer.
Oh.
He's probably got it already.
You're a nice guy.
When's the last time you went to a doctor?
He smells like smoke. He looks like he's falling apart.
He doesn't care.
He just lost 25 pounds.
He doesn't care if he has cancer.
That's what cancer does, Scott.
Do you want to live, Scott? Do you even care if you live?
I don't know. Sometimes.
Sometimes, but not every time.
You don't want to live.
Yes, I do.
Howard, cancer's in his family. He smokes constantly. He's smoking more than ever. He's been smoking since he was 12 years old. It's got to hit him soon.
Oh, I can't believe he's alive still. How old are you now?
50.
Yeah. It looks 60.
It's roulette he's playing.
And I love Scott. I don't want him to die, but I'm telling you.
I believe Scott. You want the over-under on this?
Okay.
57.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
When do you think you'll hear that he has...
No way he makes it to 60.
When do you think he'll hear the news that he's, that he has...
53.
So me, yeah.
He'll be diagnosed at 53 and dead by the time he's 54. It's going to be rapid and swift.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah, you won't suffer. You'll suffer for a year.
Thank you.
Meanwhile,
but he suffers much more now without cancer.
John will play one game of arena football and suffer from arthritis the rest of the
year. I was just talking to Doug Goodstein, who works for us. I played hockey with Doug. Doug is, I think, an amazing hocky player.
Really?
He said he's really good. Doug said he had the same crazy dream that he could play. So Doug went to try out for like a roller hockey team, which is not even an ice hockey team.
Right.
Doug said 2 minutes out there, he was out of his mind. The guys were 10 times bigger than him, kicking the crap out of him, and he put that dream away right away.
Right. Well, this will be good for you. It'll be an awakening.
You know, Howard, I mean, like,
you're 40 years old, dude.
No, I'm not.
How old are you?
Gonna be.
I'm 37.
I'm not half.
And half.
But you know what, Howard? I think the first couple rounds, I don't think they go full pads. I think it'll just be
good. Let them go. Let them do it.
Casey, come on. What are you backing down? I bet you. No, John. $200. I get past the first round.
You got it. You got it. In a second.
Already 1,000 with you.
In a second, man.
Okay. Well, what is getting past the first round?
They're gonna say, okay.
I don't care what it is. He ain't getting past it.
I mean, you know what, John?
I'm going to burn some DBs. I'm going to catch some. I'm going to catch some passes. How much are you going to bet?
You're not going to get past the first round.
No.
Unless they do it as a joke. If they do it as a joke.
No. I don't want a joke. This is serious.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. They line up. It's a full squad, no pads. The quarterback tells you where to run. You have to beat a guy, catch a ball.
Yeah.
Listen, that's not happening.
It is happening.
I'll bet if you're lucky, I'm
going to the tryouts.
He thinks he's working out because he goes to the gym a couple of times.
Right.
That's not what these guys are about.
Robin, first of all, it's not all
You're an alcoholic.
How many times have you been to the gym since you won the money? How many times have you been to the gym since you won the Bally's money? How many times have you been to the gym?
I haven't been there yet. But you know why, guy? Because I plan on going, incessantly when I'm going to fight
John.
Mr. X.
These guys have extra bones in their ankles.
Carl, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. How's it going, bud?
Hey.
Howard, there's a few things that he has to realize when he says this. All right, guys talk about professional sports. Go pick up any phone book and open it up, and not one name in that phone book will make the pros in any sport.
That's right.
Yeah, but this is not the pros.
Yes, it is the pros.
No,
but
John, you have no idea.
Dude, these guys are probably all top college players.
Totally. Right.
Hey, Howard.
You have no idea what you're dealing with. I've seen the athleticism of these guys.
Guys who actually make it to the NFL are supermen.
Yeah, no, I agree, but this is not the NFL.
No.
Yes, it is. Dude, you're a girl compared to those guys.
John, Craig played arena football. There's a couple of ends. There's a couple of linemen that play arena football.
That's one guy out of a billion.
But I'm telling you that there's guys who are at a level where they're just almost not good enough for the NFL. And would you ever consider playing in the NFL?
No, this is not the NFL.
But he couldn't have played in college.
I could have played in college.
No,
you wouldn't.
You could not.
Howard, it's my one regret is that I didn't play college football.
I played high school football.
Believe me, I know, because I didn't want to shower because I didn't reach puberty. I swear to God, it killed me.
Sure.
You're nuts.
I swear to God.
John, they're going to hit you, and they're going to give you a wedgie and hang you on a telephone pole. That's why. I mean,
You're not even big enough to be a football, let alone play it. Lucas,
Howard, I'd love to go against, Marco, just to see how.
Oh my God! You've got to be kidding me.
No, I don't mean so. No. I mean in a sprint, just to see how fast the guy is.
All right, you need to do that.
Yeah, because Casey, come here. I can be totally off.
I see Marco.
I'm telling you.
I've seen Marco.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Dude, Marco weighs 250.
Yeah.
I've seen him.
If I beat him in a race, would you be impressed?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
If you could beat Marco in a race, I'll be impressed.
All right.
Marco probably runs like a 4.5, 4.6.
He's fast as lightning.
John, Marco.
And he's 250 pounds.
Nobody ever said that about John.
John, Marco weighs 250, but not like I weigh 250.
And he squats like, I don't know how. I know it's over 500-600 pounds he's got on his back.
Yeah, but Howard, he's a tight end, first of all. He's got a block. Most of his...
Dude, all I'm telling you, he's 10 times faster than you, and he's 3 times the size of you.
I would love to see it if he's 10 times faster than me.
He is. It's just no question.
And he's not the best in the business.
Well,
he's not, but he's in the NFL.
He's in the NFL, Rob. That's the best in it.
And he hasn't even gotten a shot to prove himself yet.
He's not one of the guys they call on in a clutch play. He's not the best.
Yeah, but making the NFL is major.
Arena football, you understand, is not the pros, Rob.
Fine.
No,
John,
it's very close.
All right.
Those guys
are professional. And no disrespect, I'm sure they're great, but it's not the NFL. They're professional.
Lucas, you said your piece?
Hello?
You done? Oh, Lucas, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, John is just an idiot. He doesn't know what he's thinking. I mean, come on. Who's going to be he's not going to be playing arena football. He's just a jackass. He beat up Cabby. So...
No, this is way out of line. Cabby is one thing. This is way out of line.
Cabby's not a professional fighter. If you beat Mike Tyson...
No, yeah.
Dude, I'm the first one to say that, you got heart. But Jesus Christ, you're just being stupid about this. You got to go...
I really don't know how fast
I want to bet $1,000.
They're fast and powerful.
with Artie, actually.
Don't worry about it. Ralph, what's up?
If it's for real and he does the real thing, I'm in for $1,000. Definitely.
Wait a second, Ralph. It's only the first round. They're going to try me out. If I get past that round,
I'm saying they might keep you as a goof because your dogs.
No, we don't want any goof.
I don't want
They got to treat him like a real dude.
Ralph, what if John's wearing a prettier helmet than the other team?
He's still going to lose.
Yes.
Hey, Howard, if it's for real and if they're going full pads, he will get hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
John, you got to be careful. I'm serious. You're going to
These guys aren't going to screw around.
They get hurt.
They'll be insulted too that you're out there.
they're already pissed that I'm saying it's not real football.
You've
they're
already
kill you.
called the guys that you have to play against substandard, so I'm sure they're going to be extra special wanting to get a hold of you.
It's going to be a rough day for you, man. I'm telling you.
But even without pads, John, I don't believe that you can outrun a guy in arena football, a defensive back, that you could burn him. First of all,
and certainly padded, he's not going to be able to move.
Right.
You're saying you're going to outrun a guy. These guys, this is what they do for a living. You haven't done it since 10th grade. Think about that.
Gary, let me ask you a question. You think every guy in the NFL could do the 40 in 3 seconds?
No, not a lineman.
At their position, can
right.
like any receiver or DB is running under a 4.6.
They go to what they call the combines, where you got to run the 40 and the 100. And if you don't have certain times, they don't even look at you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's see if I can get past that, even that.
You don't know what first round is, dude.
You probably run a 5.0. That's fast. Probably a 5.1 or 5.040. That's what you run.
Guys run a 4.1.
If I do a 5.040, is that
they'll probably tell you to go home.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do that?
I don't know.
He doesn't even know.
What makes you think you can play football on a semi-pro level?
John, you're 5'8".
I'm not saying. I'm saying that
you're a drunk.
I don't think it would be. I think I would shock her.
John, who's a better team? Who's a better team? Arena football or Rutgers University? Would you say? Who's better?
I don't know.
Probably arena football, right? Because they're at the next level. You couldn't even play for Rutgers.
I don't think you can make a college team.
I don't think you can play for Hofstra. John, no way you can play for Hofstra. That's where Quebec went. That's a Division II school. You can't play for Hofstra. I'm not saying Hofstra's bad.
I bet you I can pass the first round.
That's Division II.
You don't even know what first round is.
So crazy. And those kids
No, Howard,
are so young.
there's usually like 3 or 4 cuts before they get to the final cut. True, Casey?
What's that?
They usually have like 3 or 4 cuts before they get to the last.
Yeah, but John, even before you get in there, you have to do a whole bunch of drills. You got to bench. Can you bench press 225? They're going to say, how many times can you do that?
I don't know how many times you got to be able to do it.
Well, there are guys that can do it like probably about 20 times, 25 times.
You know what? If he worked out with the team, he'd be so sick at the end of the day, he would not be able to come back the next day.
Yeah, you know what? I would say that you couldn't work out with the team. I don't think you could make it to a workout with the team.
If you're in camp, you're practicing 2 times a day, you're lifting, you're going to film. It's a whole day thing, man.
Yeah, I know.
Alex, you're on the air.
Yeah, good morning.
Hey.
Just to let you guys know, before you even touch a weight, before you even involved in any play-action ball, I tried out for the New York Giants about 3 years ago, and they cut you just on speed alone. They'll line everybody up, and they'll let you run 100 yards, and whoever doesn't cut the time, they eliminated about 36 guys just on speed before they did
What do you got to do to 100-yard dashing?
I think it was 8.4.
That's a world record.
Casey said you can't. It's impossible to do 10.
8.4?
He's crazy.
8.4 seconds. If you didn't make it, you were cut.
No.
The 100 or the 50?
He's sticking at the
40-yard dash for linemen, 200 pounds and over, was 4.8. And then for the running backs, when they did that separately, it was under 4.5. So you had to cut those times. If you didn't cut those times, you didn't play. You were gone immediately.
I don't think you can do 4.8 like a lineman. I think there's linemen that can outrun you.
You definitely can't run a 4.8.
You think there's a lineman that can outrun?
And there's a lot of linemen that can outrun you.
Do you know like a DN? Do you like Simeon Rice or something like that? Yeah. Those guys, he's probably running like a 4.5 or 4.6. I mean, he's just as fast as some of the running backs.
Simeon Rice? No way. That guy's got to run a 4.4, 4.5. No way.
So this guy thinks he's even faster.
Right. What is Simeon Rice? 280?
Yeah.
Yeah, just under 280.
These guys, you're in the NFL, you're like,
why don't you stay home and admit that you're a jerk?
John, first of all, this whole thing came over dinner, and I said that I would love to try out for the Dragons.
You said you would love to try out because you thought you could make it.
Yeah.
Ronnie, the limo driver, thinks he could be a NASCAR driver.
Yeah, he probably does.
That's a lot easier than playing.
Yeah, because he's driving.
Yeah.
Right, you think you could be a professional race car driver, right, Ronnie?
That's more believable than John being a football player.
If John could be a football player, I can win the Daytona 500 Sunday.
That I believe.
You think you could win it?
No.
No. All right.
Do you think that you could ever be that?
I wouldn't want to start up at the beginning like you are.
No, but I'm saying, you think that you
at the top, you're trying to get near the top.
Do you think that you could do it?
Crazy.
Do I think I could be a driver?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
But how old is Stuttering John?
No.
I don't know. That's driving a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, John has got this thing, man, ever since he had to fight with Cabby.
It's way before the fight.
He thinks he's like Superman now.
Yeah.
It's way before the fight.
He's challenging Mr. X that he's going to beat him up now, and now he wants to do this football thing. What's wrong with you, man?
I didn't challenge Mr. X.
What's going on with you?
I didn't start the fight with Mr. X.
You going through a midlife change already?
I think so.
Yeah.
No.
Because that's like me saying I could win the Kentucky Derby.
Go home and be with your wife and kids, man. What are you doing?
Stuttering John could beat Choppy Ass at a 40-yard dash. Then I'd say go ahead. Then he got a shot.
Well,
if I could be who?
All I know, listen, forget that. Listen, I want to end this discussion because I want to get to Winfred's money.
I love the. Are you working out with Marco today?
Today?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, so why don't I, let me go down there and I'll.
What do you want to do? You want to run?
Yeah.
He wants to out-sprint Marco.
You're going to have to do it on treadmills.
Oh, why? We can't just go, go to Central Park?
Crazy now, man. I mean, I'm sure he would do it if you really want to challenge him. So you want to go run in this weather?
Yeah, sure.
He's hoping the coach will help him.
He's unbelievable.
I
don't think we should say anything else. You realize arena football is like ultimate fighting? These guys don't give a crap. They'll kill you.
Hey, Gary, get Marco on the phone. Let's see if he'll run with John today.
Yeah, give John a reality check.
John laughs at the players that are on the practice squads in the NFL.
I laugh at
my girlfriend's brother won full scout.
You thought you could do that?
What was that?
He thinks that he could be in the practice squad in the NFL.
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
You said that on the air.
I don't even know what a practice squad is.
That's what you said on the air. You said I could be one of those guys that practice against people.
I mean, I would like to do that, but I mean, it doesn't mean that.
Dude,
you said on the
my girlfriend's brother won a full scholarship at Penn State, and he's like, he'd kick your ass.
And he's not a pro.
At what position?
I don't even know. It doesn't matter. Any position.
Listen, I know that.
I think he was a receiver.
Listen, I would love to
get out of here. This is so stupid.
Can I race Marco today?
I gotta go get Marco's phone number because Gary doesn't have it. I have it.
He shouldn't race Marco today because then when he gets killed, he might not show up for the tryout.
All right.
Yeah, we want to see him in the tryout.
You're so confident I'm going to get killed.
Hey, John, I'm saying, I'm not trying to knock you, man. I'm just telling you how it,
right,
what it is.
Stuttering John is going to try out. What's the name of the team?
New York Dragons.
The New York what?
Dragons.
Dragons. All right, get out of here. You're stupid. You're a drunk.
I didn't ask for this to be on the air, by the way.
I know, but how could we not put it on?
I was just talking over a few beers with Gary.
All right, thank you.
That's what was talking to beer.
A few beers. When are you not with a few beers? All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, Winfred's money with a twist. This guy brought in, I don't know, his cousin or something to get naked.
If he loses to Fred.
If he loses to Fred. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to a man who spends a lot of quality time with his kids. And money from Scores. Howard Stern.
Tell us a little bit about Howard Stern. Stimulate the juices and get people into controversy.
All right, let's have a little fun with Winfred's money. All right? The 10,000... Whoops. What is it, brother?
I got Marco on line one if you want.
Oh, okay. Let me talk to Marco real quick. Hey, Marco.
Hello.
You got to hear this.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, we got a good one for you.
What's going on?
Stuttering John made the claim that he could be a football player. So, wait. Listen to this. So, he said he could probably, make indoor arena football.
Okay.
So the guy from the New York Dragons called us up, which is indoor arena football.
Yep.
And he said, all right, I'll give John a tryout. And John thinks he's going to make first cut. And those guys are going to kill him.
No, he's going to be cut first.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's telling me not to let you do it because you're going to get hurt and you're not smart enough to even know. You're like Beetlejuice. You think you weigh 500 pounds and you don't.
You got to give him credit, though. I mean, I guess he has...
He has balls.
Yeah,
or he's really
balls.
Stupid.
So listen to this. I said...
I think I'm right about both. I got balls and I'm stupid.
So I said to him, I work out with Marco. I see him run. I said, the guy weighs 250, and the guy runs like grease lightning.
Hey, Marco, we did the 100-yard dash.
100-yard dash? We run 40 yards.
All right, but did you ever do the 100? Because
I'm saying the 40.
do like 11.
Yeah, see, that's what I was doing in track.
What do you do in the 40? When you were...
4.6.
This is when I had shorter legs.
Whoa. You're talking over Marco.
Sorry.
What do you do the 40 in?
4.6.
See, I never did the 40. I did the 16.
He weighs 250. He's about 6'3".
I'd love to take him on. Hey, are you free today, Marco?
I am free.
All right, so then me and you in Central Park today, and just
Central Park,
and silence, all this.
It's freezing out.
What?
It's freezing out.
All right, how about we do this first? I throw you 10 balls, you catch 8, I'll race you.
That's a good one.
Marco, no offense, you're a tight end. How I know you can throw the ball?
Oh, I can throw the ball.
Oh, he throws the ball.
When you're a professional athlete, you can do a multitude of things. I think you're getting a little too confident after boxing.
No, it's something to do with that.
That's exactly it.
You know what?
I've had this fantasy way before boxing.
I give you credit, John. I loved you when you fought Cabby. I was so proud of you. But this is,
How about we just have a race, you and I, and then you put me to, and then.
Do you think you can run the 40 in 4.6?
How about this?
I think it's not going to be as one-sided as you think. That's all I'm saying.
John, how about we do this? Come to the gym with Howard today. I'll put you through my running workout. You see if you can hang, you race.
All right.
Yeah. By the way, I've seen Marco just on a treadmill. Tell him what you do on the treadmill.
It's a little. Howard knows the circuit. It's a little circuit we do. Pat puts together.
Right.
We'll go 8 miles an hour. We'll start off at 8 miles an hour. We'll go 40 seconds on, jump off a minute, go to 9. We'll work our way all the way up to 12. So it's about 10 reps of 40 seconds, and we finish about 12 miles an hour.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's not a race.
No, I know, but just see if you can keep up. I could just tell him the first.
Hold on. Just let me say, for the fight, Robin, I did 9.5 for 2 minutes straight.
Why don't
on the
you
treadmill.
go
I'm not
and
really
do
that,
this
I'm not that afraid of doing 40 seconds.
My point is, you can't even work out with him.
Right. John, you get out of breath watching a football game.
He's a tight end. Of course, he's going to be stronger than me.
But you're going to go try out the New York Dragons?
I want to race Marco. Can we just have it?
Get out of here.
Howard, I just want to say, I got the roster for the New York Dragons, right? The wide receivers, all of them, the shortest guy is 6 foot tall, except there is one guy who's 5'6", 170.
There you go.
He played at Purdue University.
5'6", 170, 5'6". I'm taller than him.
Right, which means he's probably one of those amazing athletes. Every other guy, 6 foot 190, 6'3", 215, 6'5", 210, 6'3", 200. Those are all your wide receivers.
Well, you did say a guy was 5'6".
One guy.
And
he played at Purdue.
Why can't I have a race with Marco?
You can, but I don't think you're going to race him in Central Park today in sub-zero temperatures.
But you know what's funny? John is not even listening. This is what Marco does to prepare to be able to do this every time he goes out. You might be able to do it once with no opposition.
I don't think he could.
And he can't even do that.
Do you want to bet?
What? Why don't we train him?
You want to bet who wins a what?
100-yard dash, me against,
Marco?
Yeah.
You against Marco in a 100-yard dash. You're going to think you're going to beat Marco.
I'll bet you $500.
Okay.
500?
You're on.
Okay.
I think you'll win that bet.
Yeah.
All
right. So you're going to go to...
And you're going to pay him
today.
Are we doing it today?
Yeah, it's got to be today.
It's got to be today.
Find an indoor track. Nobody wants to run.
Yeah, let's find an indoor track.
No, why don't we do it next,
Is there an indoor track somewhere there? There's got to be.
Sure.
Right?
I don't know. Where's there an indoor track, Marco?
Thanks. Good question. Is there one up in, I think there's an indoor track up like 125th in Harlem.
Yeah, there is.
What is that called?
There's somebody we know trains there. I thought you trained there.
I did, but I can't remember the street. And I don't know if we could get in there. Why don't we do it for next week? Come on, let's make this if John's really up for it. Now, what is this? Does John want to race me, or does he want to be a football player?
I'm going to race you first, just to even see if I can compete with any. If I can't beat you in a race, then you're a tight end.
Oh, my goodness. Look at how much breath he has.
See, but the point is, John, if you can do the 100-yard dash and be in 11, you better be 250, 6'3". I mean, if you're your size...
Artie, if I beat Marco, you're not going to be a little like...
He's not going to.
You're not going to beat Marco. I've seen Marco train.
John, there's no way that you'll beat Marco. He'll beat you by...
Marco's fast.
He'll be standing there waiting
by 10 yards. 10 or 20 yards.
He'll be looking at you.
So why don't we do this?
You have no idea what this guy can do. I've seen him.
All right.
Can I put my Marco?
If you could get us in an indoor track, I'll do it.
All right, let me work on it.
I don't see. He's so tough he can't run outside for like...
He cares about his body.
Marco, you play football in Pittsburgh. I mean...
I know I do.
So you're going to be afraid to go to Central Park like cold? I don't understand.
Marco, kick his ass out.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
Look, this is a man who makes his living at it. He's not going to injure himself fooling around with you.
Thank you, Robin.
Yeah, it's about it.
He has respect for his body and what it can do.
Whatever. Marco, kick his ass. Take him out in Central Park and kick his ass.
I would bring him over by the gym. Bring him by today.
Okay.
All right?
Bye, Marco.
You're going down, Marco.
All right.
You're so pompous.
If I beat him, Howard,
you're not beating him.
If I beat him, you got to come in the air and say
$500. I said
$500.
And I said if you get past first round with the New York Dragons, I'll give you 8 good plugs during the week.
10.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
John, this will not even be a race. I'm telling you, man.
All right, Casey, listen. Fine. Let's see what happens.
Could you beat Casey in a race?
Can I bet on Marco? Casey does the 40 and what? 4-3, Casey?
No. I was in the 4-5s.
Just like
You couldn't do that now, could you?
Probably 4-6.
Yeah, it doesn't drop off that much.
All right, we'll see.
Case, how many seconds would you say he beat him by?
John, if John beats a 5 flat, I'll be astonished. I think he probably run like maybe 4-2, 4-3. I mean, 5-2, 5-3. I mean, what like a high school lineman would run.
Right. But in 100
You're out of your mind.
Get a guy on the phone right now.
Who?
His name is Andy. They're putting him up. Andy's an agent. He represents around 60 arena football players. He's going to tell John exactly what John would need to do in the first round of the tryout.
All right, go ahead, Andy. What's first round?
There is no first round. Basically, what I was talking to Gary about, is he going for a workout or is he going for a tryout?
Tryout.
Basically, he's going to be doing, they'll get him there, there is no 100-yard dash because the field's only 50.
Yeah, I know it's only 50 yards. I know.
Basically, you can do a 40-yard, they'll time you in the 41st off.
All right, so what do you got to do?
And basically, you weigh what, about 175, 180?
Yeah, about 175.
Someone of your weight is probably going to have to run, in the high 4.4s to real low 4.5s. To
even pass the first tryout.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what happens.
Well, the thing is, I'm not going to say not to pass it. I mean, if you run a high 4.5, 4.6, it doesn't mean they're going to cut you. I mean, the thing is, these guys are professionals. It's not like you can walk out there. It's the Arena Football League. There's NFL players in that league.
All right, then what do you got to do after let's say you can do that?
Basically, what you're going to do, you're going to do your 40s. Then they're going to test you in what they call an L drill. They might do a vertical with you. The important thing, though, you're going to be doing is routes. If you can't get by a defender who's going to try to keep you on that line, it's not as easy as what you think it is. Watching these NFL guys, CFL guys, arena guys, you got to realize it's a lot of work just to get off the line. They're going to keep you there.
And no disrespect to arena football, but I mean,
here he goes.
Is it? I mean, how close to the pros is it?
It's as close as you're going to get to the NFL. You got to realize it's not. Arena football is not the league it was 15, 16 years ago where...
Yeah, because it used to be...
I'll explain this to you. In arena football, you have 16, 17 teams this year, okay? You only have 24 spots on a team. Okay, the NFL, you have 31 teams where you have 53 spots on a team. So guys who get cut from the NFL, who didn't cut it this year... But you don't want to stay out of football the whole season and not play. So some of these guys, they suck it up and they go to the Arena Football League, and they find out just how tough that league is. The league is not a league where you and I can walk off the street and go get a workout. It's not as easy as that anymore.
I can't wait for him to try out.
I want to see this.
We're going to videotape it.
You're going to get guys out there who are not going to let you show them up.
Yeah, hey, Andy, I get it. Thank you. Thanks, Andy.
So how does this mean? I mean, can we still have this race with me, Marco, today?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I have. Hey, Andy, thanks. I didn't mean to hang up real quick, but Lou, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Howard. How you doing?
Hey.
Chelsea Piers has one of the best indoor tracks.
All right, there you go.
Great.
All right,
and
great.
you guys can go down there and
go with Marco.
I'll even put $500 up against John because there's no way John's going to win.
Yeah, I'll take $250.
I got $500.
Wait. I'm betting something with somebody, right?
Me, $500.
$500.
Take it with me, too.
There's no way. I run every day, and I wouldn't even take on.
Please, this is so stupid. All right, I'm done with this. I'm going to win Fred's money.
I'm going to be shocked that Marco's as fast as you say.
You're going to be shocked.
He's a professional football player in the NFL. What are you, crazy?
Nuts. He's nuts.
He's a tight end, Robin.
Oh, my God, doesn't matter. He's a girl.
I'm sure he was hired to block.
Dude, he's a receiver, too.
You still got to chase the guy with the ball.
He was a wide receiver.
He's an offensive.
If he's blocking.
He was a wide receiver at Rutgers.
Hold on, John. Even if
well, you're running with the guy with the ball.
Even if he's hired to block, at some point he has to have the capability to catch a ball.
Yeah.
They don't just and he has to be able to run those times, be that fast, be that strong.
All right, so let's see what happens today.
I know what's going to happen.
All right,
I need to show up.
You're going to have a heart attack is what's going to happen.
I'm not going to have no heart attack.
I bet you he beats you by half a second. 3/4 of a second.
A half
which is a lot of time in the
100's not a lot.
In a 40.
No, 100 we're going to do.
Howard.
That's what you're doing in 40.
Well, we said I'll do whichever one, but initially we said
who cares?
All you need is a 40 for football, so run the 40.
Run the 40.
I'll give you half a second.
This is a stupid conversation.
Let's see what happens today.
All right, get out of here.
I'll bring the cash.
All right.
And so will you.
I have it.
John doesn't even know how to run the 40.
John took too many blows to the head.
John, can I bet too? Can I bet with you?
You're so confident.
Okay, how much?
500.
No, I'm not going to go 1,000.
I'll take 200 with you.
I go 200?
I'll go 100 with Casey, 100 with Gary.
All right, you're on.
I'll pay you 100. What am I, a jerk off?
We all want your money.
All right, who you betting on?
DeMarco.
Good. I'm guaranteed to win.
It's one time Artie's going to win.
Not a mush today.
You know, if Marco loses, I'm never gambling.
Do 200 with me.
It's like betting on the Harlem Globe.
If you beat Marco, it'll be ridiculous.
All right, but how come it can't be the 100 like we just said? I don't understand.
Why do you always have to change everything?
That's what we just said, but I'll do the 40, but it's fine. But
do 100 and do a 40. I don't think you'll win either one.
Okay.
The 40 is what you'd have to run when you go for tryout. That's why everyone's
saying. So why are you changing it? Why'd you do long distance running?
It's fine. All right.
What's the 100? The 100's meaningless. You got to do the 40.
If you can beat him in the 100, you can beat him in the 40.
Howard.
Yeah, well, in fact, it'll be easier for you with the 40.
Yeah. All right, fine.
Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how John can win. Have Artie bet on.
Artie just did. Thank you.
Come on, John. How about a couple $100?
I already got $700 on this.
Come on, you big spender.
You make big money.
You're going to win.
I don't make big money.
Give it 300.
This is ridiculous. You want real action? I want to play a WNBA chick in one-on-one.
Yeah, Artie thinks he can beat the WNBA chick. So you call me the loser.
That's next. You're saying you could beat a woman in the WNBA.
I want to
one-on-one.
I want to play like the sixth chick off the bench on a professional WNBA team.
I'll put money on that.
One-on-one basketball.
I lined up a woman from the Liberty. I lined up a woman from the Liberty willing to play you, but it's got to be the off-season.
Two idiots.
All right. No. Why is it got to be off-season?
Because they don't want him messing around during the season.
All right, fine.
Howard, Artie couldn't beat a college.
What's more believable? What's more believable?
Well, John, this is how ridiculous you sound.
No, this is less ridiculous.
No, this is totally less ridiculous.
It is.
How do you think that's less ridiculous?
Get out of here, son.
He's saying a pro basketball player case.
You're saying one-on-one. How many point game?
Up to, we'll play 21? Up to 11.
11, all right. Yeah. 11 points.
Right.
Each basket counts as 1 point.
Right.
You'll get pummeled, by the way.
I'll play if she's...
I don't think you'll be able to score... I don't think you'll be able to score more than 2 points.
I said the final score is 11-3.
You never saw my outside
11-2.
He acts like these girls can't
She'll
play.
block it.
Yeah. First of all, you're going to play a girl who's going to be a woman.
I got to fade away.
You're going to play a woman who's probably 6'3". Every time your outside shot goes up, she's going to smack it in your face.
Yeah.
All right.
Artie, this is ridiculous.
No.
You act like those girls haven't played, guys.
How much money you want to go on that? Because I'll bet the farm.
I got a $1,000
I got a grand.
Give me a G.
Come on, Artie. 1,000 right here.
Well, what if I get? Can I get some odds or what?
Odds?
Come on.
You are odd.
I got to make back the grand that I lost on Marco.
I'll tell you what. I'll go 500 with each one.
All
right. Count me in.
You have no clue.
What do I do?
How good
I'm in it.
You're going to beat a chick in the WNBA. Those chicks are great.
It's not fair you guys to take advantage of my gambling problem. you know what I mean? I just said that I would play a chick and all of a sudden 500.
Howard, he's totally serious because in the whole way he's like, John, I will beat an NBA.
I'm not talking about...
Who you got lined up?
I can't remember her name now. She plays for the New York Liberty. She's not a starter. She's the sixth person on the bench. It's perfect. It's exactly what Artie wants.
All right. Listen, I know where I'll be today. Chelsea Piers.
Yeah. Watch it.
I'll tell you what.
Collected my money.
If it's that time of the month, I'll beat the chick. I'll shut her out.
Get out.
All right. I got to do Winfred's money. Okay. Because I think this is going to be very interesting. This dude's so confident that he could beat Fred. He says his cousin come in here, his girl, and get naked. If he loses, and he said, not like that chick last week who ran out of here and
this girl will do it.
And welched on it. At least he's honorable.